In order for you to have the true muscle fiber stimulation on your body, fat loss equals weight loss, not weight loss. Weight loss equals muscle loss. Body shape is the person's responsibility, but the body type is what your mama gave you.
Everyone's different. Everyone's unique to their DNA. 85% of what you eat, you said it's even a little bit more.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good morning, and this is another beautiful Sunday morning here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we here with Fit Over 50. Special thanks to all of our sponsors who support us. But without further ado, my partner, my brother from another mother. Hey, Doug, what's going on, man?
Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, man.
Yes, happy Sunday to you, man. And I heard, hold up, before we get started, man, you got to tell me about your Dallas experience.
It was amazing.
I see.
Man.
Look, having a senior citizen moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I have a lot of senior citizen moments, actually. No, we were actually Fort Worth, Texas. We were back visiting Candace's mom. So it was lovely. We're gonna start spending a little more time back there. So we'll be going back and forth from Texas to Los Angeles.
And you remember we were talking about a gentleman that we were giving special props to. You remember the guy that you met? We couldn't get his name right. You remember that? You told the audience
Craig Deucewald. I think I got that right this time.
Exactly, because you wanted to, we got to do
our summit. So we went out there. We visited him. He does these lovely different platforms on how to write a book in like no time and all about marketing and everything. It was a very informative experience. So thank you, Craig.
Yeah, because we said it last week. We said, we're gonna give him his props, so I didn't forget that. So I want you to know I don't know you, but I really respect you, and thank you for all you do. Yeah,
it was a wonderful experience. And Brian Mad Dog Maddox, a jet fighter pilot, that we met, and he's going to join us.
Wow!
And talk. We were talking. It's fascinating. We were talking about the G-force, right?
Yes.
Because he flew the jet fighters, and he also flew the U-2 spy plane. That's like right up there.
Right.
Right before you get out of the Earth's atmosphere. And we were talking about the G's, man. 9 G's in a climb.
Man, it feel like your guts is sucking.
You basically have to keep breathing so you don't pass out. It was fascinating. So we're going to share that.
It ain't no joke. Last I checked, man. Shoot.
Yeah, he's a big fitness guy. So very charming, well-informed gentleman. So he works on. He's got some different health equipment that he's been trying to design.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe he's 55 and looks amazing. You would never know. So Brian. Shout out to you. We're going to have you on here. We want to hear all about you.
Yeah. Now, see, me personally, I remembered, man. My old noggin is kind of up there. Yeah.
You are my punctilious partner of salubrious activities.
Yeah. Hey, so we actually, my apologies to the audience. We are supposed to have Michael Green on, but unfortunately, something's wrong with his equipment, so he's now in Miami. So I just want to let you know that. So he resides in Sweden, and I don't know if we have a video or anything, or I don't know.
Gibbons of the Hood, right?
Yeah, that's what I call him.
That's Gibbons of the Hood.
That's my name, so that's not really.
I hope it's no offense.
That's not his tagline.
What Tony? I got it from Tony.
Yeah, we have to be kind of, you know what I'm talking about. What is it?
Well, I apologize. No offense. So
yeah, no offense. Yeah. That come from me. That's what I call it. That's a personal.
That's with love too, obviously.
Yeah. So
all these T's, right? He's
you're right. He's got.
So go ahead.
Because Yeah, I'm kind of we're trying to see if we can wait on him and see what he can do. See if he comes on. And
Do we have a video?
I think he's coming. Hold up. Let's see. Let's without further ado, guys, a special thanks to all of our sponsors. 41 sets.
41
Right?
sets.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
You got it. You
41
started,
sets.
but you weren't sure on the back end. I heard it.
And that's and that's Doug's wonderful film company, things like that, and Touche Fitness and TK Fit. We want to thank all of our sponsors and Jeffro Botanicals. We want to thank him for.
He was a great guest, man. I love to have him back on again.
Right.
It was great.
Yeah, he was just on and he went out. Huh? Where did he go? I'm trying to see. Let me see, Mike Green.
Is he with us?
Yeah, he was here. Where did he go? He went out. He'll pop back up. Yeah. He'll pop back up. When you talk about Mike Green, I'm gonna give you a little backdrop on him. He actually he had a really tough life, and the fascinating part about it is when I got to know him, he very intelligent young man, incredibly passionate about health and fitness, but mostly he targets health. Okay, he says, let me see, I can hear you guys. Okay, time to figure it out. Okay. He said, okay.
So he's working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're ready. Okay.
So we can continue. So health and fitness, I mean, they run hand in hand. Right?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
The fitness regimen or routine is to take care of your health.
Right. And see, in Mike's defense, he's still working on his technical difficulties. I'm actually communicating with him. He actually has, when he in his home in Sweden, he goes out, he takes, just let me paint this picture. He goes out and he actually walks the lawn, walks the forest, I think is where he lives. And he goes out to the forest and he looks and he shows you different plants. And he shows you that this plant is good for this. And he's out in the morning with his hat on and he's picking berries out in his
the miserable properties of nature.
And he breaks
God
it down.
Given us.
Yeah, it's really amazing what he does. And then he takes you to the kitchen and he actually shows you how to strain and stuff like that. It's just, man, he's got I'm talking to him right now. Wait a minute, let me see if I can call him. Hold up. There he is. Let's welcome him in the studio. Let's bring him in. Mike, can you hear us?
I don't get it.
Can you hear us?
Oh, and I still can't hear you guys. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, we can hear you. Hold up.
Yeah, I have headphones.
Maybe the headphones are picking up. There you go. Maybe that's it. Let's see. We're going to get this to work. So please excuse us for everybody out there that's tuned in. The technical difficulties. We'll figure it out.
No, nothing.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
That's crazy.
I'm calling him now.
So, folks, anybody out there that's just watching this and joining us, happy Sunday. I am Doug Jeffrey.
Michael, we can hear you very clearly.
Hill. This is another edition of Fit Over 50. You got to respect that temple that has been given to you. And it's all about your health, especially as you start to age. You want to really enjoy the golden years of your life, and you really need to make that commitment to yourself. And this platform is all about sharing and giving back. That's how we learn from one another. We're all unique to our DNA. So what's going to work for you might not work for me, but this is an open forum. So please, if you're out there, join us. We'd love to hear your comments and share your stories of your fitness journey with us. I've been doing it for a very long time, much like Tony. It's like brushing your teeth. It's something we don't really think about it. We just do it. And that's what it is. That's how you have to make that commitment to yourself. Because if you love yourself, you're going to have so much more to offer to your friends, your loved ones. So self-love is what it's about. Make that commitment. Isn't that right, Mr. Hill?
But we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right back. So let's try again. Okay.
Oh, here we go. So hopefully Mike's going to get it this time. Mike, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
He's still having issues. He's here. I wish I had. Hold up. Stay right there, Mike. Talk.
All right.
We can
So
hear you.
my mic is unmuted. It's it seems to be working fine, but I don't know why I can't hear you guys.
So it's coming in through the
Tony,
computer.
I'm looking for your messages.
Yeah, it's through the computer. You realize that's backwards.
I can't see. Okay.
I got it backwards.
You have to write it backwards when you flip it to make it readable.
So interesting.
Right,
Why
do
is
that.
this not working?
Hey, ask him. We're gonna ask him how you got started. Stay right there, Mike. How did you get started? It can go on the screen. We ready. We prepared. How did you get started?
Okay.
Just type it in. Type there. Duck.
Okay.
There you go. Ariel just stepped in.
Okay.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get started?
Audio.
He's not looking at the notes. So let's give him a little.
Okay,
Let's give him a little bit. Ariel, do we have anything from his website or anything that we can pop up that we can just give a little backstory on him? Anything that we can throw up there? I'm fascinated. And they say everything on this planet that all we need, is there. So
Right.
You can use modern science, which that's all about making money, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's all about making
the
money.
holistic approach is, I think, really the way to go.
Yeah. So see, as you can see up there, like we had his website, mikegreen.se, where if you have any questions or anything you want to know about teas or whatever, you can reach him on that. Is that Instagram? Or that, because he lives in Sweden, so that's how that works. You got to type it.
I understand Sweden's beautiful too. I love that. Ask him a bunch of questions about
you got to type it as it is, brother. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do, okay, how did you get started? Can he, because Ariel's actually typing it. He's typing it to him.
Yeah, but I think he's preoccupied with trying to figure out the technical difficulty. So
the topic of the show, well, let's just move on and hopefully he'll get it together. It's holistic health. Holistic health is a very good topic simply because we actually are confronted with our health more now than ever in our lives, right? I was just actually talking to someone about the value of food. And I told him, I said, if you look at food has a personality. And it is really amazing when you just look at the walnut. And I told somebody, if you look at
the brain, the walnut is
right.
the brain.
And I said, but Doug, hey, let's check this out though. And here's the funny part. If the walnut resembles the brain, right? Why aren't we eating more of them?
No, but I remember.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but there was a thing where it had for like the walnut was the brain, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was other foods that were related to different aspects.
Right.
Of your health.
And it's like I'm gonna do how I research. So I'm gonna research something here, which is really cool because we're talking about holistic health, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, America adulterates all of its food to the point of it almost being poison and harmful to the human body. Perfect example. I travel outside of this country, right?
Right.
My body never worked better when I was outside of America.
Uh-huh.
Because of what they're putting in that food for money to make things cheaper, easier to produce and overproduce. Like all of our farmlands, commercial farming took all the independent little guys out and just knocked them out of the park.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's polluted. They're like high fructose corn syrup. It's in almost everything, Tony. Your body does not know what to do with it. It's poison.
Isn't that crazy? And now I'm gonna take that. Remember we talked about the walnut, right?
Yeah.
Check this out, man. And the reason why I asked this, and this is mind blowing to me, it's really exciting to watch. We actually, if we knew how good something was, you cannot eat it in overabundance. That means there's no real toxicity to it, right? But it promotes your body being healthy. Now, I just brought this up because this wasn't on our show today. Unfortunately, we can't have Mike, but Mike, we love you, man. We'll try again. If you can't show up, we'll try again. And if you come on, we'll put you right on in there.
If he's able to fix it, let him jump on.
Yeah,
we'll bring him back next week to finish, because I definitely want to hear it. Holistically is the way to go. Holistic medicine, just that overall sense of living whole.
Yeah. Now look at the walnut. Walnuts, they deliver healthy fats. Okay. They help reduce blood pressure. They help your brain. They benefit healthy brain function. They offer cancer protection. They play a role in weight regulation. And walnuts can improve sperm virility, man. It's the last one, brother. Wait, but hold up. Look, man, this is exciting because I didn't know it did all that this morning. Walnuts, I love you. I'm so excited, man. I really am excited because I don't like those things.
Okay, so but here you go. Let's put this to the test.
Yeah.
Let's add. You're gonna add just say 20 walnuts. Well, no, we'll do 21 walnuts a day. Okay. And then next week when you come on, do you notice a difference?
And I'm gonna go, well, the relativity of a walnut is in circumference according to the no, but hey, you know how much a walnut they say you got to eat 2 to 3 ounces of walnuts a day.
It's having a healthy diet, because we talked before about this.
I'm going to do that.
You should, because
starting today,
I say it's 85 to 90%. You are what you eat. That's the basis, the backbone, and then the fitness, the activity is a very small percentage. So if you can control your diet, your caloric intake, and making sure that you're eating all the right foods, you're way ahead of the game.
Now check this out. If you eat like soaked, they say soaked walnuts, soaked.
What are they?
So
soaked?
you put them in water.
Oh, just water.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, hey, that gotta remind me. We used to tell these jokes when we was little. So, what do you call nuts on the wall? Walnuts. We used to say, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Do you know
Do you eat red meat?
No,
I don't either. They say red meat is one of the hardest things to break down in your digestive tract.
It takes about 72 hours to break it down because it's the muscle, but it's really rich in
protein, and
rich
iron.
in protein, and iron, but it's also rich in L-carnitine. L-carnitine it helps the body in you burning fat.
Yeah.
So as a bodybuilder, when I was bodybuilding, I was having a pound of beef a day. Wow. Yeah. But they say if you soak walnuts
in water
in the morning, and if you soak the walnuts and you have them in the morning and you have them before going to bed, they said you will sleep better.
Really? You know what? I'm going to try that.
Yeah, because it's a
Oh,
rich
definitely gonna
source.
try that.
It's a rich source of healthy fatty acids and magnesium, which is necessary for making the bone stronger and healthier. So, see, the magnesium is also good for your heart as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that
I'm
too.
gonna do that too. Actually, I'm gonna go buy my walnuts.
And then we're gonna tell you what it did for us next week. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, see, we notice the difference. I mean, how long does it really take to?
Because you know what they say is that walnuts have a compound. Guess what that compound is? It's melatonin.
Which is the sleep.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm gonna give that a run, Tone. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a run starting today. I guess I think I can do it today. I think I can start today.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna go get some walnuts and do that, man.
I've been taking Dr. David's sleep aid, and it seems to really to help me sleep sound without any residual hangover effect. You wake up, brain's firing.
Uh-huh. Now here's the drawback though, because you can't eat a lot. They just recommend 1 ounce, which is 10 to 14 English walnuts a day.
Who recommends it, Tony?
This is recommended by, this is a study done in January 25th, 2023. It's a hospital. Let me give you this.
You always have to consider the source.
Right.
You can find anything on the internet.
The university,
what you're trying to do,
right.
But always consider the source.
Let me go. I'm gonna let you know.
You're out there on a gastronomic
because I'm literally looking
exploration.
At this. It's the science of health. They actually, let me see. I'm looking at it right now. It's a blog. Let me go to the bottom.
Yeah, because you really
it's copied. This information was copyrighted by the Science of Health e-newsletter they sent out. This is current information. It's the University of Hospitals. So it's a union of hospitals that do research, and they actually put out current information on food, natural food.
That's wonderful. And once again, I'm always suspicious of Western medicine.
Oh yeah. This is not the CDC. Yeah, this is definitely not the CDC.
Yeah. So always consider that source where you're getting your information from. And once again, when I said this earlier, we're all different. We're all unique to our DNA. So what could work for you might not be what I need or what my body's lacking. So it's you take everything with a grain of salt, and you
and actually they say if you eat too many walnuts, you can get bloating and diarrhea, Mm-hmm. So that's with anything, because I can tell you, I had what did I have one time? I actually was taking the supplement magnesium. There's a supplement called Calm, which helps you to go to sleep. And I was actually taking that, but I was taking too much. And oh my goodness. Yeah, my body, diarrhea it's a terrible word, because it means so much. But it's really your body just expelling, in a hurry, something that's either it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the human body. I mean, it knows what it doesn't like, and it's going to do whatever it can to correct it.
Correct. Now, this this information, if you can I do a video? Can you guys hear?
Can we put that up there? That's fascinating.
Okay. So 13 proven benefits, the health benefits of a walnut. I'm going to see if I can bring it.
Delicious way to eat more walnuts. You should try it anyway. Research points to the health benefits of eating walnuts, including better brain function, healthier aging, reduced risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease, and improved gut health. I love walnuts on salads, yogurt, and as a topping for these blended baked oats. I used my microwave because my oven was broken, and who has 30 minutes to wait around for breakfast? This healthy recipe tastes like a cake you can eat for breakfast and was a...
What's the recipe? Cake you can eat for breakfast. I like that.
Hey, let me see. Hold up. Yeah, okay. She didn't give it to me. She cut me short. Wait a minute. See. Hold up. I'm taking this. What it is walnuts. Oh, yeah. Here it is. You guys want the recipe?
Yeah, can we put the recipe up
They
on
can't
the
load-
on the
well,
screen?
they can't load the link.
Oh, okay.
They can't load the link. Doggone it.
Um,
We'll bring that next week. We got a lot of stuff.
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
what we're doing. Yeah, what we're doing on. Yeah, we improvising, brother. Because unfortunately,
I'm always kind of, outside the box as far as making creative, healthy alternatives to, the decadent food that's got way too much sugar and way too much chemicals and crap in it. And there's a lot of things out there. I mean, bananas, frozen bananas, and peanut butter. Ground up and frozen. Man, it's ice cream. It's great. I don't miss anything. There's a lot of healthy recipes out there, which
hey man, hold on. Don't get away from that one. That bananas and peanut butter is ice cream.
I love it. And you remember
what you just said to me?
Yeah, I love it.
That's what you just said to me. Bananas and peanut butter is ice
bananas and peanut butter. I'll blend it together, and then you put it in the refrigerator for a half hour, and it's like eating ice cream. It is the best.
Doug, okay. I got you, bro. I got you, man. I got you. But I'll never taste that though, unless you give it to me.
Remember Doug's Big Balls? The oatmeal and the peanut butter?
I like that. I like that.
Those are great. With a little bit of coconut and a little maple syrup.
Yeah, but you got me on that one, though. You got me on that one.
It comes with a disclaimer, though. I remember we were together, being on air and eating them. We showed how to make them. And man, you need water.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't do it without water, but they are amazing. They're tasty.
Hey, I think Mike appears to be ready.
Oh, right. Hopefully we can get this.
Okay, let's see if we can bring him in.
Okay. Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys now.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened, Mike? What happened? Tell us.
Yeah, I was on my phone instead of the laptop. So it was like I thought I could do it from the phone. And apparently it didn't work. I mean, I couldn't hear you guys at all.
Probably because your phone, you live in Sweden. So sometimes the phone is crazy in America, though.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. Because when I was in Europe, it was the same way. I had to switch certain things that I can't. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It works that way. But hey, man, welcome to the show. We had a lot of fun without you. But no, I'm just kidding.
Thanks for having me. I'm honored.
Yeah. So what I want to reintroduce this you guys to our audience. This is Mike Green. Mike Green. I gave you a nickname, Mike. I call you the Yul Gibbons of the hood. Because you remember Yul Gibbons, right, Mike?
Yeah.
You remember Yul Gibbons? Yeah. Because Mike actually, I've been knowing Mike for quite some time, and I tell you that brother is focused. So if you're listening out there in Sweden, I hope you got the information, hope you're awake or whatever. But this is something that he's actually on the platform in the United States. This platform, Fit Over 50, is a program that Doug and I just started together off of, we did Amazon TV together. And then we came up, I mean, it was a match made in heaven. So we started a show. Doug has an amazing business. He's in the entertainment industry. I'm just introducing you to him, Mike. He's a very, very accomplished actor.
Coming on and chatting with
very
us.
accomplished actor. He's traveled all over the world. He's an amazing person. He's my friend, and that's Doug Jeffrey right there, man. And you know me, but Mike actually goes out into his what do you call it, the wilderness, and he has his hat. The forest. It depends on the time of the season. You can see Mike. Let me tell you about Mike's videos before we bring him in here. You can, if it's wintertime, Mike is looking like he's in the snow. He's walking out there. If it's in the summer, he's got his hat on. You do bees too. You make honey too.
Yeah, no. Actually, I do some work with the bees and just finding out more about that amazing species, because without the bees, there's no us. They're the greatest pollinators on Earth.
Oh, yeah. So Hey, I just did a brief introduction, Doug. So what I really want before we get started, I love this brother, and he's in Miami. Why are you in Miami, Mike?
Yes, I'm in Miami. Egyptians here. I was watching her play tennis yesterday. Yeah. And actually, I have to renew my Florida's driver's license.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Florida. Yeah, Florida's a free country. Yeah, you're in another country. I got you. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, how long have you been in Sweden?
I've been in Sweden since around 2013.
Oh wow. They say it's
And
beautiful.
prior to that, I was in Miami.
Yeah, they say it's a lovely place. It's one of the places I would like to visit one of these days.
Wow, it is for me. It's a very healing place. I did a lot of my healing there, and with the abundance of trees there, just millions of trees, and you have forests. I could actually walk in a blueberry forest. It was I thought I was. Yeah. So billions of wild blueberries just in this forest alone, and they just say don't come in the fall time because that's when the bears are out there.
Wow, they're all.
But the bears, they whistle. Yeah, the bears whistle out there. They have a special whistle to let you know that they're around.
Wow.
The bears let you know.
Hey, Mike, that sounds like the Crips. Because when you're in LA, they got a special whistle too. Wow. So, hey, Mike, continue, man, telling us about yourself, man, about Sweden. We're listening.
Yeah. So Sweden, sometimes you don't know where you're going to end up at life, and we don't know what life can throw at us, but we do have the ability in how we respond to these challenges and also situations. So for me, when I moved to Sweden, I found it challenging. As far as my social life, I didn't have a social life there. Totally two different cultures. Out in Sweden, they are some serious carnivores.
Yeah,
and man, they eat the raw meat. It don't have to be cooked. Filet mignon raw with the they're real meat eaters. So here I come, Mr. Plant-based guy. Like, who's this guy talking about sprouts and legumes and all this fruits and veggies?
Right.
I said, man, where's the meat at, man? But there was some people there getting sick, having migraine headaches from the foods that they were eating. So I was able to go in there and correct that, and that was through the power of herbal plant-based medicines. That I started discovering more and more when I was in Sweden, because I was sick. I had liver failure. I had kidney failure.
Wow.
Right. I had 4 surgeries on my right leg that I almost lost because of a staph infection. So the staph infection almost got to my gut. And then that's when they said that things could have really went wrong for me, when the staph infection hits the gut. So they was able to save the leg. So now, it took me like a year to walk again, but I started healing myself. Excuse me?
God bless you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. That's what it's about, man.
And you said you started healing yourself?
Yeah, I started healing myself. I started learning about the herbs that can heal the liver, that can heal the kidney. One in particular for the liver is a herb called milk thistle.
Yeah.
It is one of the most powerfulest herbs at healing the liver, because the liver can heal on its own. It just needs a break from whatever that's harming it. And that could be food, that could be opioids, that could be alcohol, it could be different things. So you have herbs that can actually, if you just lay off of it, just 6 weeks, and you could heal from almost anything, depending on what's going on in the system.
Yeah, if you mind me asking, what got you up until that point? Why were you having problems with your liver? Was it hereditary? what got you to that point where, what was the cause, if there was?
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is that when I had these surgeries, right? So the first thing they do when they get you in the hospital, they give you painkillers. They give you painkillers and more painkillers, and that's it. And it's a huge problem in the
Oh
U.S.
yeah,
and all
an
over.
epidemic.
Yeah,
Right.
yes. Perfect word. So afterwards, when I went home, right, and I'm getting off of the opioids, right, what happened was I have several seizures.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna take this or anything, and then man, seizures. Then the liver just failed, kidneys, and I
Wow.
couldn't even drink water.
Wow.
I tried to drink water, and it just came right back out my mouth. So it was a very, very critical stage. And while I was in the hospital, like I was like having these hallucinations, and then things were very real to me. Like I had like this conversation with God, and He said, "Hey, listen, we got to have a big talk here. Like, what are you going to do? You know, are you going to be something in this world? Are you going to do something? What are you going to do to help others? What are you going to contribute? Like, you don't going to have too many more chances."
Wow.
So when I came back, it was like I knew what I had to do. So I was able to heal myself, and that enabled me to help and heal others. And I'm so grateful for it every single day.
Yeah,
You know?
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
what you having a purpose, and the purpose is being able to give back and share with others that you can, from your own experience, you get to give them that same gift that God instilled in you, and to share that. That's what the world's really all about. That's where you find peace, I believe.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Mike, I didn't know all that, man. Jeez, brother.
Oh yeah. You know,
Yeah.
the thing is, on this format is that I get to share my story with
Yeah.
so many others, and then I find out that they've been through similar situations, and we're able to like share and help each other
So
more.
how do we? I think we got on there how we can reach you. Your MikeGreen.se, is that what it is?
MikeGreen.se. That's the website for the herbs.
Yes. Now,
And
do you do this global? If they want the herbs, can you send it out to them no matter where they are in the world?
yes, it's international. We are certified organic by the EU, the European Union.
Right.
So we have our green leaf sticker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you?
There's a difference right there, Mike. You're certified by organic by the EU. So certification over here, organic, please chime in on this, is completely different.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Organic here versus organic over there. That's organic. This is still adulterated to the point we talked earlier, to the point of being poison, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely. In fact, the FDA says that the Food and Drug Administration says that the organic, in order to say organic, you only have to have about 85% of organic content, and the rest could be whatever.
Yeah.
But as long as it's 85%, organic. Over in the EU, it has to be 100%, and it's tested. These guys came to our facility. They had on the mask and the gloves, and they tested all the herbs and making sure that they're 100% organic indeed.
Yeah, because I mean here, in the EU, it's farm to table. Things aren't refrigerated; they're fresh. They're all, from nature.
Right.
Here, it's all about a buck. I'm sorry, it really is.
Yeah.
Let's poison our food,
that's-
then let's charge them for health insurance. What a great business!
Right. It is a great. Hey, so what can you give us what are the teas, Mike? What is the product?
Okay, yeah. So I have one. I was thinking about COVID and everything. It's one called Pulmo, which is the origin of pulmonary system, so the respiratory system. So I have a special tea blend for that. that clears any type of congestion, mucus, things like that, and anything that's dealing with the upper respiratory tract. That Pulmo will take care of that. And then I have the immune tea, self-explanatory, for the immune system, which is basically your lymph nodes.
Okay.
We all have these lymph nodes, right? So, sometimes we get infections and you may see like a ball pop up on your groin, on the side of your groin, or maybe the back of your ear, your neck.
Right.
So, the lymph nodes are the body's waste, system. So they take out all the trash.
Correct.
But the thing is that we can't move them. Like, we have to literally get up and exercise to move these lymph nodes.
Wow. Okay.
Or they have herbs, that I have that's in my blends that can move the lymph nodes, removing the waste out of the body.
Oh, wow, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now,
The other one that just came out is called Sniffles for allergies. For allergy
Right.
season. Yeah.
Do you have
okay,
anything?
now when I go to your website, Mike, it's in what language is that?
Yeah, and at the top you should see a option to go to English.
Okay, I just did that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Let me make sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I've talked about. I see Pulmo. What you gave me both of those, right?
Yes, you have one Pulmo and you have one Immune, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike, do you have anything for digestion?
Absolutely.
That's the one that I would love to try. Actually, I've had stomach issues most of my life, so it's kind of
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you some teas. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But right offhand, like I always bring on the road with me, like when I travel here, wherever I travel, I always bring me some ginger powder or ginger root.
Yeah, good for
excellent for digestion. Yeah, you could just put it in your mouth and suck on it. Great. Anything dealing with nausea, motion sickness, upset of the stomach. That along with peppermint. Oh man, you really good. Yeah, and if you want to take it to another level, then you have slippery elm.
Yeah, I've heard of that actually before.
Yeah, it's like a very jelly type of powder herb when you add hot water to it, and it's like almost like porridge. And when you take it, it protects the outer lining of your digestive tract and the inside lining.
Wow.
Protected from all pathogens, germs, and everything.
And where do you get all these things from? Did you go and pick and choose, and is it how is that? Do you go out there with your safari hat on and your clippers and go out there and you're the bear whistle? It's like I gotta go the other way.
Hey man, I got to tell you that me being out there, especially a man of dark pigmented skin, I'm out there in the Swedish forest, and they were like, "Who is this guy?" They see me out there. I'm talking to plants and flowers and everything. It's who is this guy? So they started finding out like who I was, and that I was really serious about the herbs, and especially when I started helping them. And they couldn't believe that this herb that they drive past every day for most of all of their lives, they didn't know that it was one of the most powerfulest herbs to heal their liver and also their kidneys.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, wow. So I showed them, and it was like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Like we did this all our lives. Like we used to like take them and blow make a wish and blow. The dandelions, the ones with the yellow flowers.
Yeah.
The scientific name for dandelions is called Taraxacum officinale.
Wow, there you go. That's a multi-syllabic sesquipedalian.
Hey, man.
Well, now you got. Hey, I brought you a brother that talk like you. He talk like you.
Yeah. So when you're in the herbalist world, when you're talking to other herbalists, right? Then you say the herbs by their scientific name.
Genus species, right?
Yes. Because if you go in a store and you say the scientific name and the person doesn't know what you're talking about, you're in the wrong store.
Very good point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yes. So I go in this like stinging nettle. I said, I'm looking for some Urtica dioica. And they're like, what is that? I said, oh, okay. Never mind. It's
Tony,
okay.
can you say that? Can you say that word, Tony?
Urtica, dioica.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And then, okay. So you guys are pretty familiar with the elderberries, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So elderberries, the scientific name for that is Sambucus nigra.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Sambucus nigra.
I'm out. That's a little bit too close.
but Nigra.
Nigra.
Yeah. Sambucus nigra. So that's the elderberry.
Sambucus nigra.
Wow.
Yes. So now you start to, like you speak the language and people know like, okay, this person is the real deal.
Yeah.
And they don't come at you sideways. Like all the herbs, I get them from different parts of Sweden and other parts of Europe. Everything is 100% organic. And also the things that I pick myself. And I make medicine in the privacy of my own home.
Wow. I just think that is so cool, man. I'm
Thanks.
jealous.
Thank you.
How old are you, Mike?
I'm 50.
She's perfect. Over 50. You're somebody that we want to have on if you'd be willing to somewhat of a regular basis, because I think it really is the holistic approach or direction to heal this beautiful gift that was given to us.
Yes.
So I guess we want to make him a regular, huh, Doug?
Yeah, we do. We want to have Mike come on and talk about what he's cooking up and how this
and then right in his own kitchen. He does it in his kitchen too.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could have you set your camera up and you could talk about what you're making and everything.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Yeah, and even when I'm out in nature, that I could pick when I'm foraging for certain herbs, the time of day in which I pick them, and making sure that none of the other herbs of the plant is tainted, because one tainted leaf can destroy a whole batch.
Yeah.
So, it's how to harvest, with also respect for nature, because some people can over harvest.
Exactly.
Right now, if we were on live, like in Sweden, I would have been tapping the birch trees.
I seen that, Mike. I seen that.
The water from the silver birch trees.
Oh man, I want to see that.
I seen him do that, Doug.
Yeah. Drill like a 2-inch hole in there and put our little holes in and just tap the trees. And what we don't use, we freeze until later on for later use. And you're talking about rejuvenation, like right on the spot. Oh man, that birch water, as soon as you drink it, you become alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's also, as you said, you don't want to over harvest, because this era is the Epiprocene era. It's the era that the damage that we're causing to this beautiful planet from just taking too much. Right. So it's so important to be in harmony with nature too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love to talk about the bees too. I was watching this thing recently where they were talking about how they build their hive, and it was like how it's weighted and designed. I mean, it was fascinating.
Yes. You got the drones, and you have. Well, for me, I think about a year ago, a queen had left her apiary. That's what they call them, the little boxes.
Yeah, apiary or apiary.
Apiary.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So she left the apiary and she went up into a tree. So the entire colony follows her. So I had to go up there and get her. So first of all, you can't have no fear, because they sense it, and man, they start coming for you. Right. So you got to be very calm. So we either use smoke, or we use like a lukewarm spray bottle, and that keeps them pretty calm. So I'm brushing them down with my brush inside the box, and one gets entangled in in the middle of my arm.
Oh.
And so when I lift the box, I felt the sting.
Oh,
And they die, right? After they sting
yeah,
you?
they die. That's
They
why
die.
they don't. Yeah, they don't. That's the last thing they want to do is sting you.
Yeah.
They know they only got one, except for the queen. She could sting multiple times.
Yeah, and royal jelly, that's what determines the worker bees. Correct me if I'm wrong. They choose the queens, and they feed because they say everybody starts feeding the royal jelly, then they stop, and then the ones that they determine to be I just think it's fascinating.
No, Doug, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. You know, and the bees are fascinating. And again, without the bees, it wouldn't be no food for us. It's over. You know,
Yeah.
they're the greatest pollinators on Earth.
wow.
Yeah.
You know, along with the birds and everything like that. So it gets very deep, you know, when we look at these species, and even to an ant, even to a worm, in which when I dig into the soil, you see worms there. That indicates that the soil is still good, because the worms take out all the bad stuff from the soil, and they excrete the nutrients back into the soil. So they are amazing.
Wow.
And I said, like, who am I amongst these cosmos? Like, we all have a job to do. Like, a worm is being a full-fledged worm.
Yeah.
A bird is being a full-fledged bird. So I'm looking to be a full-fledged human being.
Oh, there you go. No, I love that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, and Doug, I have the thing. This is what the products is that, and Tony, is that I call it, I don't say old no more. I don't use that word. I say we are successfully aging. It's called
Successfully aging. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, for everything you've been through, you look amazing. Your skin, you're so amazing vitality. It's just, you know, God bless you, man.
Thank you, Doug.
That's
Thank
now you're going to give it back and help other people. That's amazing.
I love it. I love it. And that brings me joy and bliss to be on this show with you guys. It's a blessing in itself. So thank you too so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make this official. So we're gonna have Mike on. We're gonna actually, I know our production team is listening. So we gotta come up. So we're gonna get him right now.
I want to get him walking through the forest with somebody hold the camera
right now.
See all that.
So Mike, we are actually literally we want to if you will, we'll talk about sponsorship, right? And have your company and you, and we'll if Doug agrees with this, is that have like Mike's Corner, you know, like you come on the show and you say, this is Mike. Yeah, this is Mike in the woods. This is Mike. You know, we call it Mike's Corner. Hey, you guys ready for Mike's Corner? And then the show is all yours. Now, mind you, this show, we have an international audience too, but this show is all over the place. This is YouTube, everything. While we're talking live right here, everybody's looking.
Amazing. That's amazing. You know, out in Sweden, you know, you remember Rambo, right?
Yeah.
So out there, they call me Ram Bro. Ram Bro. Yeah, man. That's genius. I said, you guys, you Swedes, man, I love you. They say, yo, that's Ram Bro.
Ram Bro.
This should be called Ram Bro's Corner.
Yeah.
Rambro's Corner. Oh,
Rambro's Corner.
That's out of respect for the Swedish people. That's right. That's out of respect.
You okay with that, Mike?
I'm so cool with that. And you know, and the thing is that what could be so life-changing is you know, in Sweden in the wintertime, they go through serious vitamin D deficiencies, right? Not enough sun.
Right.
So what I've found out a way to fix that is that in the summertime, I forage mushrooms.
Okay.
So I take them out and I put them on a sheet pan, on a baking sheet, and I put them in direct sunlight between 10 and 2 p.m. And the gills from the mushrooms, they absorb the rays from the sun, and that converts it into vitamin D. So now,
I love the idea. Is there a way to test like the levels of vitamin D in that mushroom?
absolutely. And then that's where you have the IU, the international units, right? So they have tests that you can test to see how many international units are in the mushrooms of vitamin D.
Well,
So
I love to
it's an
learn,
amazing
man.
way to do it.
I'm a philomath, I'm a polymath, and I love to learn. So,
See,
that
now you,
knowledge is
now
amazing.
now you got somebody who you can really relate. See,
I know.
I'm from the hood. For me, he be talking these long words, Mike. I mean, so when you start talking the plant words, he just lit up, boy. Look at it.
Mike, Tony is my punctilious partner of salubrious activities.
Okay.
You see?
Oh man, yeah, I love it. But I learned a long time ago. Once you improve your vocabulary, that could be life changing.
Yeah. Yes,
I
indeed.
love to learn. I mean, that's just really what it's. My creed is I'm going to learn something and try and help somebody every day.
Right.
So
that's beautiful.
That's kind of what I want. That's kind of what I think a lot of people, if they have that outlook, we can make this beautiful creation that we're gifted to live in a much better place.
Absolutely.
So Mike, we're gonna call it. What are we gonna call it? Rambro's Corner.
Rambro's Corner, and we gotta make up this little emoji or whatever. We
gotta make him an animated character
and everything walking through.
Yeah.
So you gotta
walking in Rambro's Corner.
Yeah. Right out there in the woods, because we do what do you call them? The like we build our own little huts sometimes, like with the pine trees and everything, a fortress. And we just we study the ants and see how we can build underground bunkers, like how the ants, how they are this unique underground system, right? That they have the ability to predict earthquakes.
Wow.
It's amazing. So like I study, these creatures and everything like that, and see the importance of each, species. And then I respect all life.
Yeah.
It really, I can. Now there's a guy I have competition. He is a professional tree hugger. So he gets naked and he hugs trees, and he
Can
really
we get him on the show, man?
Hey, you know what? That may be a possibility. Yeah,
I would love to. I've always heard about it, but what is the science behind hugging trees? I mean,
a tree has a heartbeat, and it has life, and a tree has a heartbeat. So, like, people, they hug trees because they feel such an inner connection to that tree, and science can't really doubt it because the tree is alive.
Yeah, it's alive.
So some people they get extreme there in Sweden with it, So I don't know about getting naked and man, making love to the tree. I love it. Yeah, man. Yeah, and if it has like the moss on it, like the green moss, that's really sexy to them. It's a sexy tree.
Do they have a type of tree that they like? I mean, like
they love the maple.
I like a certain lady. Do
they love the maple tree?
Yeah, maple tree, and also the birches. The pines could be a bit rough. That's
for the masochistic.
It's a little too rough. Serious business. Yeah, serious tree huggers over here, and there's a thing called forest bathing that Japan started. It started in Japan. And that's when you just go out in the forest. There's no phones. There's no nothing. You just connect with nature. And then that's it. And then also you earth. You work. You walk barefooted. So you're earthing with the ground. And, from the bottom of your feet, it gets into the bloodstream faster.
Yeah.
Right. So you're earthing on this rich soil, organic soil. Yeah. And you just get this really beautiful feeling, that you're connected. You're grounded. So it's
mind, body, and soul.
That's amazing.
Mind, body, absolutely, absolutely. And I got more connected to the plants when I didn't have a social life out in Sweden because I didn't have no friends. It was like totally two different cultures.
Yeah, but that's all changed now. I'm sure you.
It's all. Yeah. They're calling me a witch doctor and everything out there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they call me a witch doctor. I said no. I don't think I'm a witch doctor. But back then, in Sweden, they used to take the women that was herbalists and consider them witches. So they would take them in the forest. They would burn them.
Whoa!
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. And they was trying to figure out, like, why were all the women living during the Black Death or the Black Plague? And they found out that a tick had infected a rat. Then the rat infected humans and everything like that. But the women, they weren't getting it too much because they had cats, and the cats would kill the rodents.
Wow.
So the men were the ones that was catching it. They were like dying the most.
And they had to blame the women.
Yeah, they blamed the women. They said that there was witches with the cat and the broom. Yeah, that's Sweden. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they would burn the women, and, but nowadays they're looking at it now more. It's being accepted more in Sweden as alternative medicine.
Yeah, because I would think that it would be through Asia and all different countries, the alternative, the Eastern style of the medicine, the holistic versus Western medicine is, for certain things, I guess it is necessary, but to really go the holistic, natural way. I mean, I believe everything that we need to live a healthy, productive life is here on this earth.
Yeah.
It's just learning and what you're doing. And kudos to you for being able to sharing your story and giving your knowledge, because that's the way to go.
Thank you, man. Just scratching the surface. I'm ready.
Oh, Mike, man. Hey, I'm excited about you. You guys heard it out there. He says he wants to be a regular. So we having an oral verbal agreement right now, because I didn't know this brother had went through
the knowledge, man.
I didn't even, Mike. I tell you, man. We talk, especially we met each other. I didn't even know you went through, and Prodigal never told me that.
No.
He don't know either.
No, he knows.
Okay, but he wouldn't tell me.
He would wait for me to say it.
I see. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Well, everybody knows now.
Yeah, hey, you know what? But that's the beautiful thing about it, is that when you could bounce back, because even the doctors, they said to me, man, you are very, very, very fortunate and lucky, man. He said, you just don't make it back from that, especially with both.
Wow.
Complete liver and kidney failure.
That's God, man. That's what that is.
Oh, man. And, he works through me each day.
Right.
And before I leave, I'm always putting good energy out there to be kind, help someone when I can, how I can.
Yeah.
And just putting it out there. And then that's my dream. That brings me joy and bliss. And I want it for everybody else.
And that's why I love it
together.
I do. Yeah. So, hey, Mike, man, again, how can we reach him at Mike Green, SC. Yeah. .SC, and he's got languages up there where, whatever language, and he can ship the teas and supplements anywhere in the world. So, hey, Mike, we love you, man. I mean,
thank you, man. It was a pleasure. I can't wait to
thank you for coming. And we're going to talk about a regular show for you. Okay.
Wow.
So that you can tap into the world, man, because I think this is important. So thank you so much for coming, man. And
thank you, guys.
You can hold on for a moment.
And transmogrify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting in touch with you, Mike. I know you're in Miami. If you want to stick around, we're going to talk after we end the show. If you want to stick around, you can, and then we can kind of talk about the logistics of moving it on in the future. Okay. But hey, man, again, thank you so much.
Yeah, Mark, thank you,
Doug and Tony.
Appreciate you.
It was an honor. It was an honor.
And we'll see you soon. And for those out there, hey, fit over 50 or fit up to 50. You got to make it either way, right?
You got to commit. You got to commit to this lovely temple that was given to you. That's what it's about. Love yourself, and you got so much more to offer to your friends, your family, and your loved ones, man. Exactly. It all starts with you, man. Self-love.
It all starts with you.
Pleasure as always, Mike. Once again, thank you, man. Thank you for sharing. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yes.
And may you guys enjoy your beautiful day today.
Yep.
All right.
Happy Sunday, all.
Yeah. Happy Sunday.
Bye.
Work them arms, work them legs. Strong for life because hard work pays off. A hard body that used to be soft.